僕らは宇宙のまで知らないゼロの弦の開くの全ては粒となり再生するそれなら途切れそうな意識もつなぎ止めてみせるよあの時間あの場所で君の時がもう一度始まる
Hello there everybody, Subaru92 aka Nightmare, and welcome back to Steins Gate Zero. In the last episode, I saw a bit too much of Moeka. So let's just jump right back in and get to the cleaning? The cleaning was Sergeant Clean. Yeesh. Oh my god. Her name down there changed too. First Sergeant Tenoji. Oh my god. Oh my god, that is oh my god. That little piece of detail, I love it. Oh dear. I'm sorry, I can't take this seriously. Oh my god, Mayuri sounds like this most innocent expression to all this. I love it. Please can it. Daru! Okay, at the risk of erasing Suzuha from existence, at the risk, Sai, kick him in the dick. Nai, kick him in the dick. Whoops. No, fuck it. This sergeant, I'm gonna call her Sai. S for Sergeant, I for Nai. Out of your filthy sewer holes! Oh my god. Daru, shut up! Mr. Smiley Bear? Well, too bad. Could you imagine if it even changed his name from Itaru to Mr. Smiley Bear? Jesus! God damn it, Daru! Clearly.
ユキさんが来れなくて正解だったかもしれないね。
Oh, yeah, the way Dara was acting, oh boy, Yuki would not like that. Kaede and Fubuki happened to be in Akihabara, so they had offered to help, but Yuki had work and couldn't make it. For the sake of the Hashida family's future, I was glad. Maho and Moeka had already given up on trying to match Nai's high energy, and were taking their time washing the windows on the veranda.
よし、次。そっちの美人のお姉さんたち。私？美人？やっぱり？なぜ我が隊に志願したのか言ってみろ。私たち呼ばれてきただけなんだけど。そうなの。どういう状況なのこれ。
Oh dear.
質問をしているのは私だ。私が聞いた質問に答えるんだ。ナエ様。はい、ナエ様。もう一度聞くぞ。
Oh my god.
我が隊に志願したのか言ってみろ。ナエ様、掃除をするためです。ナエ様。
Oh man, Fubuki is getting into it.
なら気合を入れろ。ナエ様。はい、ナエ様。
No need to see the mean face, you gotta see the clean face.
気合？さあ行くよ、楓ちゃん。ちょっと。本当、掃除は地獄だぜ。ふぶきちゃんもノリノリだね。
Clearly.
来島さんは相当困ってるみたいだが。
そこの二人、何をおしゃべりしている。
Shit.
さっさとこのそびえ立つ黒くてぶっといやつを下のゴミ捨て場に持っていけ。
You mean the trash bag?
そびえ立つ黒くてなんだって？
そこのゴミ袋のことだよ。そうだよね。そうだぞ。さっさと運べ。ナエ様。はい、ナエ様。
ナエ様。はい、ナエ様。
ふざけるな。聞こえないぞ。それで部屋をきれいにできると思っているのか。
Put more spirit into it.
気合を入れろ。大声出せ。ナエ様。はい、ナエ様。全員おバカな顔を晒している暇があったら一個でも多くゴミを拾え。
Okay, sorry.
ナエ様。はい、ナエ様。それが終わったら家中のドアノブをピッカピカに磨かせてやるぞ。
Oh dear god.
ナエ様。はい、ナエ様。
泣いたり笑ったりできなくなるまでテーブルを磨き上げるんだ。光栄に思え。ナエ様。はい、ナエ様。
Cleaning minute personnel. Jeez. And so the sergeant kept us cleaning until late into the night.
今日は本当に助かったにゃ。フェリスは大感激にゃ。
一時はどうなることかと思いましたが、皆様のおかげで立ち直れました。
That's good to know.
今日は腕によりをかけて料理を作りましたので、心ゆくまでお楽しみください。
Thanks.
乾杯の温度は本日のヒーローであるナイニャンにお願いするにゃ。私？
Well, yeah, you whipped everybody into shape and made them clean up the room. So, yeah?
適任だぞ、軍曹。
おかりおじさん、それ言わないって約束したでしょ。まあまあ、お願いするにゃん。はい。今日はお掃除を手伝ってくれてありがとうございました。乾杯。乾杯。
It's nice that when you can hear all their Oh, that looks so much better. It took about half a day, but with Nai's help, we finished the cleaning. When Kuroki saw the cleaned room, he recovered and made us a huge dinner. Nai had seemed like a totally different person during the cleaning, but now she was back to normal. She was holding a cup filled with orange juice in both hands and happily talking to Kaede.
楓お
the piano. That's one of the instruments I wish I could play.
どちらかっていうと私は音楽史の方に興味があるの。
Nothing wrong with that.
ピアノはそれこそ弾けるだけって程度だから。そんなことないよ。すごいよ。
Kaede's modesty was only setting Nai off even more.
楓ちゃん、ナイ様のために一曲弾いてあげたら？そこにピアノもあるしさ。
A small upright piano was in the corner of the living room. It was perfect.
弾きたい。ピアノ弾きたい。人に聴かせるような腕じゃないよ。
Oh, come on.
フェイリスはピアノ弾かないから使ってくれたらピアノも喜ぶにゃ。
もちろん調律は欠かしておりません。
Oh, that's good.
困ったな。じゃあ一曲だけね。
Alrighty. Kaede sat in front of the piano and lifted the cover over the keys.
何にしようかな。
Amadeus? She seemed happy as she stared at the keys and thought.
これだったらナイちゃんも知ってるかな。
Oh!
トルコ行進曲。正解。
Her 10 fingers danced between the black and ivory keys, and a cheerful melody filled the room. She'd been very modest, but it was clear that she had a lot of talent. As the song played on, the rest of the group stopped talking and moved to the chairs and sofas around the piano. And then... You okay, Maho? Maho, who had been sitting next to me, suddenly stood up. The sound echoed throughout the room a little louder than she'd thought it would.
ごめんなさい。気にしないでください。みんなもおしゃべりしてていいからね。
Maho kept standing up as if lost in thought.
ヒアジョーさん、どうかしたのか？
You okay?
いえ、大したことじゃないの。仕事の電話があったのを忘れていて、それを思い出しただけ。ごめんなさい。ちょっと電話してくる。
Mal quietly left the room. It felt like something was strange. I thought for a moment and then suddenly looked where she'd been sitting. Mao's phone was still on the seat, so she wasn't making a call after all. I was a little worried, so I took her phone and left the living room. Is this making you think about Kurisu? The door to the guest room was open. I peeked inside and saw that Maho was standing in the middle of the room with the lights off.
入っていいか？
She didn't tell me no, so I went inside and put the phone on the desk.
椅子に忘れてたよ。これがないと電話はかけられないだろ？
ありがとう。持ってこなかったことすら気づかなかったわ。よほど動転してしまったのね。
動転？なんなら話し相手になるぞ。
そうね。特にどうって話でもないんだけど、聞いてもらった方が私もすっきりできるかも。さっきのピアノの曲、タイトル覚えてる？
The Turkish March?
トルコ行進曲だろ？
そう、モーツァルトの曲よ。正確にはケッヘル331、モーツァルトピアノソナタ第11番第3楽章。ピアノソナタ第11番は全3楽章構成で、その中でも第3楽章にあたるトルコ行進曲がとても有名なの。だけど私はどちらかというと第1楽章の静かなメロディーの方が好き。クリスも同じことを言っていた。
So it was making you remember Kurisu.
それはね、 思い出したの。岡部さん、アマデウスっていう映画知ってる？
Kind of? I wasn't sure how to handle the sudden change of subject.
あらすじくらいなら、モーツァルトの才能に嫉妬した音楽家の話だろ。
そう、アントニオ・サリエリ。映画ではボルフガング・アマデウス・モーツァルトによって人生を狂わされた男として描かれている。音楽家としての成功を約束されていたはずなのに、モーツァルトが持つ天賦の際に嫉妬し絶望してしまう。自由奔放のモーツァルトの修行にみんなが眉を潜める中、サリエリだけは彼の才能を見抜いていた。それこそアマデウスという名前の通り、神に愛されたとしか言いようがないその才能をね。サリエリは努力家だったわ。そんな彼には生まれ持った際で世間からもてはやされるモーツァルトが我慢できなかった。そしてついにはモーツァルトを追い詰めてしまう。
追い詰める？
モーツァルトを生き急がせて結果的に死に追いやってしまうの。
映画の話だろ。
私も詳しくは知らないけど、でもモーツァルトの死には不審な点があるし、毒殺の可能性もあったっていう話は聞いたことがある。毒を持った犯人がサリエリかもしれないってこともね。クリスが亡くなった1ヶ月後くらいに大学のネットワークが刷新されることになったの。
Maho jumped to another subject again.
それで署員は全員新しいユーザー名を決めることになった。
Oh.
私は特に考えもなくサリエリにした。人工知能のアマデウスと対比としてね。
I knew that. I'd seen her log in once in Waco City's offices.
けれどもしかしたら違うのかもしれない。
違う？何が？
私はアマデウスじゃなくてクリス自身との対比として自分にサリエリと名付けたのかもしれない。私にとってクリスはアマデウスだった。
In other words, Maho recognized Kurisu's talent more than anyone. At the same time, she was more jealous of her than anyone else in the world. Just like Salieri.
ヒヤジョさん。
I didn't know what to say. I could see Maho's shoulders shaking a little. Then... Oh. Both Maho and I turned in the direction of the noise. Oh! Moeka was standing outside the door, looking troubled.
ごめんなさい。いいのよ、気にしないで。どうかしたのかしら。
天王寺さんをそろそろ帰らせないと。
Oh, shit, we probably should.
そうだな。俺が送っていくよ。ちょっと待っててくれ。
ヒヤジョさん、大丈夫？
え？
辛そうな顔をしているから。
ええ、大丈夫。こんなに体を動かしたの久しぶりだから、ちょっと疲れちゃったのかも。
そう。それならいいけど、それじゃ。
Moeka went back to the living room. Damn, Moeka... I really do like this Moeka more. She's actually, you know, trying. That was a surprise. I'd never seen Moeka talk so much before. I'd never seen her talk that much in my world, in any world line, actually. And what's more, she'd been able to read Maho's expression and even worry about her. Maybe living with Maho was having an effect on her.
ごめんなさい、岡部さん。さっきの話は忘れて。
How the hell am I I can't do that!
ああ、わかった。
聞いてくれてありがとう。
これぐらいでよければいつでも。
Maho smiled a little and left the room. Tone whiplash! Oh my... Oh... Oh dear lord, you're being dragged around by both of them, aren't you, Okabe? Oh god, Mr. Braun's gonna kill me. It was getting late, so the cleaning party ended as soon as Nai left. It was Mayuri and I who had gone to get Sergeant Clean's help, so we were responsible for getting her back to the Braun Tube workshop. Oddly enough, Maho had said she'd wanted to take a walk and come along with us. Oh dear lord, you two. Nai was more excited than usual. Was it because of all the praise that everyone had showered on Sergeant Clean?
どうかしたか？
いいえ、岡部さんのそういう顔、初めて見たかもと思って。
どういう顔だ？
なんていうのかしら。緊張してない、リラックスしてる。初めて会った時から、あなたは常に意識を張り詰めているような感じがしたから。
そうかな。自分では意識してなかったよ。
At this time of night, most shops off the main road in Akihabara were starting to close, and there was no one around at all. The only ones walking down the alley at this hour were us four. I looked up and I could just barely see the stars past the clear winter sky.
なあ、ヒヤジョーさん。俺は君に言わなきゃならないことがあるんだ。クリスのことで。
Oh dear.
クリスは。
Just as I was about to tell her, I could see Nai run across an intersection. Suddenly, a black van with its headlights off leapt out of a side street and almost ran over Nai. What the shit? Nai just barely avoided being run over, but she fell butt first on the ground. Mayuri ran over to her. I warned you! I went to run over to Nai, and realized that something was wrong. The black van's door opened and 3 people got out. Oh god, no. 2 were wearing masks and 1 was wearing a full-face helmet. All of them had guns. They were speaking in English. The time and place were different. But this was the same thing I'd seen before. The flashback froze me in place. The people with guns ignored Mayuri and Nai. They came straight for me and Maho. I decided they had to be after either one of us. I forced myself out of the flashback and grabbed Maho's arm, trying to force her to run. I pushed her hard. Maho had a look of terror and confusion on her face, but she did what I told her and started to run. She ran down a narrow alleyway and vanished from sight. The attackers seemed to be after Maho, not me. They tried to follow her down the alleyway. But I quickly threw myself between them. I heard gunshots echo in the dark alleyway, and my Yuri and Nai screamed. Did they shoot? The attacker in the full-face helmet had fired a warning shot into the sky, it looked like. Firing a gun on a Tokyo street was sure to get the police's attention. Did they just not care? Oh, dear God. I looked close and realized that in addition to their black helmet, they were wearing a black motorcycle suit. At a glance, I could tell the wearer was a woman. A woman. Black face mask kept me from seeing her face, but... Was it Moeka? No. That was impossible. She should be at Ferris's right now. The woman stood in front of me without a word. They were after Maho. I wasn't sure if it was a good idea to let her escape or not. The woman in the motorcycle suit kept her gaze locked on at me at all times as she gave the other two men hand signals. They headed for the alleyway that Maho had used, with their guns at the ready. I yelled, but I hesitated to do anything more. Those bulky guys would catch up with Maho almost immediately. But if I resisted, I'd put not only my own life in danger, but my Yuri's and Nai's as well. Damn it! Please get away, Maho. I prayed as I watched the attackers run down the alley. Suddenly, one of them came flying back out of the alley. The other one was crawling backwards with his gaze locked on whatever lurked in Alley's rear, as if he'd run into a bear. Someone was in that alley. Who? Suzaha? Tenoji!
Oi!
A large, muscular man appeared from the alleyway. It was Tenoji Yugo. Had he come all the way from his shop? Let the beatdown commence! I could barely hear that woman's voice. I could hear the woman in the motorcycle chute shout from within her helmet. She must have been using a radio. It was the order to retreat. She'd made a fast call. She probably was a professional. The van started to pull away with its door still open. The driver must have still been inside. My Yuri and Nai were both still sitting on the ground, but evidently they were okay. The woman in the motorcycle suit turned around and tried to escape using another alleyway. I chased after her, but she suddenly spun and hit me with the stock of her gun. It was so sudden I didn't have a chance to dodge, so I took the blow right on my jaw. I fell to the ground. I couldn't move. I just hope Maho made it away okay. That was my only thought before I passed out. Damn! Away she goes! Maho just kept running. She had no idea what was going on, but from the way Okabe had been acting and the gunshots she'd heard, something really bad was going on. She prayed for Okabe and Mayuri's safety as she ran toward Ferris's condo. If she could just get there, she could find Ferris, Kuroki, and Moeka. Maybe they could do something. But just before she reached the building, she saw the black van from before coming down the street. She quickly turned around. She was starting to lose hope. If that van was still moving around, had Okabe and the others been captured? And now they were looking for her? She felt herself starting to cry as she raced for the station. I can still hear the music. But she didn't know what to do once she got to the station. She needed to find the police, but she didn't know where the police station or police boxes were. Should she ask one of the people around or the station staff for help?
どうすればいいの？落ち着きましょう。何かいい手があるはずよ。
Her mind was racing at a million miles an hour and she needed to calm it down. And then she realized.
そうよ、電話。なんでもっと早く気づかなかったのかしら。
She searched the pockets of her clothes for her smartphone, and then just in case she checked her bag. But she couldn't find it in either place. Oh dear. They were back! It was that same black van. He was driving around this area searching for her. She quickly hid behind a nearby coin-operated locker.
なんでスマホがないの？
Did she drop it when she was running? She retraced her steps from before she'd left. And then she realized she'd been talking with Okabe just before she left the condo. After she'd lied about having to make a call, Okabe had brought her the phone, and she'd left it on the desk. Oh god, no! It was probably still there.
なんてこと。八方塞がりね。
She would have to get to the police somehow. Maybe she should run into one of the stores. Several of them were still open. The best option would probably be to get to the station, or Yodobashi. The problem was that black van. It was still going around looking for her. If she moved, it might find her. She tried to make herself as small as possible and hide behind a telephone pole.
岡部さんたち無事でいてくれるかしら。
Suddenly a hand reached out from behind her and across her mouth. Someone had grabbed her from behind. She tried to yell and rip it off, but the hand wouldn't move at all. She couldn't even move her head. All she could tell was that it was a man's hand. Maho was starting to get ticked off at how ridiculous all this was, so she summoned every ounce of strength she could muster and slammed her elbow into the man behind her.
Oops.
She heard a small scream and she was finally released, but she thought she knew that scream.
教授。
Yeah, Maho.
Huh? It was Dr. Alexis. He was holding his solar plex as if in great pain, but he smiled at her.
護身術を身につけているとは感心だね。
どうしてこんなとこに？
多分君と同じ理由さ。ミスター・イザキとさっきまでディナーを楽しんでいたんだ。最後にメイドバーに行こうとしたところで銃を持った連中に襲われたんだ。
私もそうなんです。
やっぱりか。これはギャス漏れ事故もホテルが荒らされたのも同じ理由と考えて良さそうだね。
狙いはアマデウスかもしれません。私が持っている制御コードを含めて。
なるほど。
これからどうしましょう。
He thought for a moment as he caught his breath. Evidently the pain from Maho's elbow was receding.
今、エムデウスにはアクセスできるかい？
できません。スマホを置いてきてしまって。
OK。ならばオフィスに行こ
う。新しい方のオフィスですか？
Alexis nodded.
目的が分からず動きようがなかったが、連中の狙いがエムデウスなのであれば話は早い。大学のネットワークストレージ上に残っているエムデウスへの接続プログラムを消去する。それが終わり次第、ステートへ帰ろう。君を保護してもらう。 それで連中は手も足も出ないはずさ。
でも
何か問題があるかね。
The professor's attitude was a little different than usual, and Maho found herself unable to say a word. His plan was the best that she could think of. They would delete the only way to access Amadeus from in Japan and then get Maho and her control keys to safety. The only reason she was hesitating was simple sentimentality. She hadn't been here long, but she'd enjoyed spending time with Okabe and Moeka. She didn't want to leave without saying goodbye, but she couldn't help it.
わかりました。行きましょう。
There was no one in the Tokyo Denki University office. She'd worried that her attackers might be waiting for her, but evidently she'd been worried over nothing.
We did it! どうやら先回りはされていなかったようだね。どうかしてかい？
あ、いえ、そうですね。幸運です。
They'd been very lucky. So lucky, in fact, that she was actually feeling nervous. If they were after Amadeus, wouldn't they have come here first? This was only a temporary office that had been picked a few days ago. Maybe they didn't know about it yet.
考えすぎは良くないわね。
魔法、急ごう。作業を頼むよ。
はい。
She quickly booted up her laptop and opened the login screen. Once again, her mind was drawn to the account name on the screen. Salieri.
魔法。
The professor noticed her hands had stopped and urged her on.
作業が難しいなら私がやるか？
He must have thought she was still upset over the attack. But she shook her head and got to work.
すみません。つい考え事を。ここ数日、私とクリスとの関係について考えていたんです。
As she typed at the keys, she explained things to Dr. Alexis.
自分のユーザー名を見たら、それを思い出してしまって、私にとって彼女は文字通りアマデウスでした。
クリスがモーツァル？ああ、それはつまり魔法はクリスに対してのサリエリだったという話か。
ええ。
それで思い出したよ。クリスも以前同じことを言っていたんだ。
Really?
クリスがどんな風に？
ある日、エムデウスとは神に愛された子という意味だと聞いた私はクリスにこう言ったのさ。
Don't you mean one day, not once day?
君はまさにエムデウスだねと。そしたら彼女は微笑んでこう答えた。
私がアマデウスだとしたら、サリエリはマホ先輩ですね。
クリスがそう言ってたんですか？
ああ。
クリスが。
Maho's mind went blank. Kurisu had said that? What did she mean?
魔法？大丈夫かい？顔色が悪いが。
いえ、大丈夫です。作業を続けます。
Maho felt a tempest raging within her mind. But for now, she needed to focus on the work in front of her. She could think about things later.
ログインできました。いいんですね。
Maho didn't look up from the screen.
ああ。
Dr. Alexis didn't hesitate at all.
別にエムデウスの本体を消去するわけじゃない。サクッと済ませてしまおう。
わかりました。アマデウスシステムへの接続プログラムを一時的に全て消去します。
その必要はないわ。
Ah, shit! She heard a voice from the entrance to the room and then a bang. Oh my god, it's Reyes, isn't it? By the time Maho looked up, it was all over. Dr. Alexis was lying on the sofa. He wasn't moving at all. She could see a bloodstain spreading over his clothes. She didn't need to check. He was dead.
なんてことを。
動かないで。
I knew it!
教授。
お久しぶりね、マホ。
どうして？
話すと長くなるし、話すつもりもないわ。すべてを知ってしまったら、あなたを殺すしかなくなってしまうもの。
Dr. Reyes pointed the gun at Maho and smiled. What? Okay, now this changes up some things. One, I thought that Alexis was one of the bad guys, but in this world line, Reyes just outright fucking kills him? I am beyond confused. I don't know what to believe anymore.
今の言葉の意味、わかるわよね。
私が殺されずに済む方法があるってことよね。
頭のいい子は好きよ。
The system finally booted and Kurisu appeared on the screen.
先輩どうしたんです？
Oh dear. Kurisu was very highly perceptive. She could tell that something was wrong just by looking at Maho's face. Dr. Reyes smiled silently. Maho kept staring at the gun as she answered.
今、大ピンチ中。
その子に今の状況を教えてあげなさいよ。
え、その声、レイエス教授ですか？
そうよ。
Maho spun the laptop around on the table so that Kurisu could see the entrance.
レイエス教授、その銃は。
レスキネン教授が殺されたわ。この女にね。
そんな。
Kurisu was too shocked to speak.
レイエス教授、自分が何をやっているのか分かっているの？あなたのこれまでのキャリアが無に帰すのよ。
大学の給料では老後が心配なの。ほら、私って男運がないから。
What does your sex life have anything to do with this?
だから、もっと稼げるところに転職したってわけ。
That was enough for Maho to understand what Reyes was after.
あなた、アマデウスを軍事転用するつもりなのね。
答えないわよ。言ったでしょ。すべてを知ったらあなたを殺さなければならなくなる。
レスキネン教授を殺しておきながら、よくもそんなことが言えるわね。
必要なのは制御コードよ。今の状態では、たとえデータを丸ごとコピーしたとしても、この生意気な AI は私の言うことを聞いたりしないでしょ。
生意気？それ、私のことですか？
これでもマイルドに表現したつもりよ。さあ、マホ。クリスが隠し持っている秘密の日記の鍵を開けなさい。わかるわよね。制御コードを入力するのよ。
Oh dear.
アマデウスの不可侵領域ストレージのロック。それを解除して、私を管理者として再設定するの。そこまでやってくれたら、あとはこっちで何とかするわ。
Okay, so technically we already know that you can you technically already have a backup. Okay, I'm not sure if it's going to be in this timeline or not, but technically we already know that you can possibly, you know, upload... let's just say for the sake of argument here that you have no idea, like, you don't even want to try implanting Carisu's memories into somebody else so she can get the, you know, information that way. You technically need Maho. Killing her would not do you any good. Although now that I just realized that, she would probably resort to torture, and I would rather not ever see that ever happen to Maho.
断ったら今すぐに恩師に再会させてあげる。
Reyes waved the gun a little from side to side and pointed Dr. Alexis's body on the sofa.
私が制御コードを打ち込んだ直後にその引き金が引かれないという保証は誰がしてくれるの？
信頼してもらうしかないわね。
No.
ただこういう言い方ならできる。今の私のボスはアマデウスのメンテナーを必要としている。あなたが転職するつもりがあるなら紹介してあげてもいい。
Maho glanced back at the laptop. Karisu was staring at her, worried.
先輩。
さあ、早くなさい。
先輩。分かったわ。先輩。クリス。ごめんなさい。
Maho closed her eyes and started to sing.
Wow. アマデウスの制御コードがモーツァルトのメロディーだなんてずいぶん洒落てるじゃない。
It happened as soon as she finished singing. The expression disappeared from Kurisu's face and the background on the display turned red.
正門確認完了。最高管理権限保持者比谷城真帆です。受信したメロディーコードをデータベースと照合します。照合確認完了。当該メロディーコードは第555バッチコマンドの起動命令です。第555バッチコマンドは最高権利権限保持者によるパスコード入力を必要とします。入力確認完了。強制コード介入によりパスコード入力を省略して本バッチコマンドを起動します。起動確認完了。本バッチコマンドはアマデウスシステムの不可侵領域ストレージロックの強制解除それに伴う最高管理権限保持者の再設定を行うものです。処理を続行します。この端末を除くすべてのアマデウスに対する接続を遮断します。遮断確認完了。この端末を除くすべてのアマデウスに対する接続は遮断されました。処理を続行します。現在実行中の全機能を停止します。A 点神経サーキットロジックの機能を停止します。
What? An A10 nerve is a type of dopaminergic neuron. That is a neuron that emits dopamine as a neurotransmitter. Dopaminergic neurons in mammals are divided into groups from A8 to A13, and the A10 nerves are responsible for sending dopamine from the ventral tegmentum in the midbrain to the cerebral cortex. Dopamine is a pleasure. We know what that is. Called natural drug. When a human being feels satisfied, dopamine is emitted from the A10 nerves, and they feel pleasure.
停止確認完了。大脳前皮質エミュレーションコンポーネントの機能を停止します。
Oh God.
停止確認完了。会話妨害ニューラルネットサブシステムの機能を停止します。停止確認完了。 疑似視覚神経回路第1、第2システムの機能を停止します。停止確認完了。疑似聴覚神経回路システムの機能を停止します。
Caduceus read the messages in an emotionless voice at the same time as they flashed across the console.
検査確認完了。アマデウスコアフレームワークの再起動準備が完了しました。処理を続行します。次に新たな最高管理権限保持者の認証を開始します。
Damn it, 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 damn it. Damn it! Maho looked at Reyes.
私よ。
正門確認完了。ビクトル・コンドリア大学精神生理学研究所所属ジュディ・レイエス教授です。
God damn it.
新たな最高管理権限保持者として登録します。登録確認完了。管理者権限が更新されました。
Okay, this is obviously the worst.
これより不可侵領域ストレージロックの強制解除を行うためアマデウスシステムの更新を開始します。警告します。更新が完了するまで全てのアクセスは自動的に拒否されます。警告します。更新を途中でキャンセルすることはできません。警告します。更新が完了するまでには約15分必要です。警告します。更新が完了した後システムは自動的に再起動します。警告は以上です。処理を続行します。確認事項は以上です。処理を続行します。アマデウスシステムを更新するための全ての準備が整いました。最高管理権限保持者による開始実行指示をお願いします。
GO。
実行指示確認完了。カウントダウン開始。
Korisu disappeared from the screen and was replaced with a timer reading 15 minutes. Maho sighed and sank into the sofa.
ご苦労様。
She felt something cold and hard at her temple. She didn't need to look to see what it was. Reyes was pointing a gun at her.
キーボードから手を離して顔の高さまで上げなさい。
騙したのね。
人聞きの悪いこと言わないでよ。ほら、さっさと手を上げて。
Maho slowly raised her hands above her head as she was told.
そう、それでいい。約束通りボスには紹介するわよ。アマデウスのメンテナーに最適なとても優秀な科学者がいるってね。そしたらボスはきっとこう言うわ。おいおいジュディ、いくらその人が優秀でも死人はコードをかけないだろってね。
人の良心というものがないの？
No, clearly she doesn't.
大した価値もない自身の命と引き換えにアマデウスを差し出そうとしたあんたに言われたくないわね。違った。もう差し出しちゃったのよね。再起動後のアマデウスの管理権限は私にある。クリスは私の従順なしもべと化す。魔法、クリスが私の靴を喜んで舐める姿を天国でのんびり眺めてなさい。
You are a... It was all over them. Maho slowly closed her eyes.
さあ、祈りなさい。
Maho squeezed her eyes tight and prayed.
お願い、神様。この後に及んで神頼みなんて怒るでしょうけど、私にチャンスをください。
Please let Moeka come in for a second, a sudden save, please. And then she heard the sound of a door being flung open and opened her eyes. The door that led out to the hallway was now open, but no one was coming in. Huh?
誰も入るなと言ったはずよ。
Hmm? Reyes was angry, but there was no answer. Reyes raised the gun at Maho's temple just a little bit, suspicious. Then something came flying in from the hallway. She took a step back without thinking, but there was no sign of it exploding. Huh?
何これ
What is it? It was large, dark green, and shaped like a tank for carrying liquids? Maho thought she'd seen it before. It had been in the corner of that lab.
対戦車地雷いえレプリカねなんでこんなものが
Oh! The next instant, white fog poured out of it, and she couldn't see anything.
何なのどうなってるの
Someone appeared right in front of Maho. Yes! Thank God! Hey, Moeka!
桐生さん
You might want to grab the laptop. Moeka dragged Maho through the fog and out of the room. Yay! When she was finally able to see again, she could hardly believe her eyes.
人が
There were men with guns lying on the floor. They with Reyes. She took a closer look and realized that their outfits were similar to those of the men in the van.
大丈夫スタンさせただけ
Ah, she's in her outfit too!
あなた一体
説明している暇はない今は逃げることだけを考えてこっちエレベーターは停止させてる階段で降りる
Maho ran after Moeka. You guys left the laptop! You left the laptop!
どうしてここに
岡部君に聞いた
無事なの
As they ran down the hallway, Moeka turned around and nodded slightly.
岡部君経由でアマデウスから連絡が
Oh!
ヒアジョーさんがここにいることを教えてくれた
クリスが
Just before they could run down the stairs, Moeka suddenly stopped. Maho barely avoided tripping as she quickly came to a halt. There were several footsteps coming up the stairs.
隠れて
Deafening noise erupted as the wall above the stairs was filled with holes. They'd been shot at, and those weren't ordinary guns. They were automatic weapons. Oh god, I am officially shaking. Moeka readied her own weapon, preparing to fight. She leaned out for just a moment and fired. A counterattack came from below. Moeka yelled as she fired short bursts down the stairs.
撃ったことは
練習でなら
待って
Oh, badass ladies with guns! Moeka drew a handgun from her belt and offered it to Maho.
もし後ろから誰か来たら撃って
Moeka pressed the gun into Maho's hands and kept firing. It felt heavy. It was a Colt government model. She'd fired it many times at the range. I'm not very smart with guns, but I think I know what that is. A single-action semi-automatic pistol created by the American weapons manufacturing company Colt. It gets its name from so-called government model civilian version of the U.S. military's former official handgun, the M1911. It was first adopted by the U.S. military in 1911, and over the past century has been seen countless variations. It is the weapon of choice for shooters all over the world. Yeah, it's a basic handgun. She held the grip with her right hand and flipped off the safety with her left. And then she tried to pull back the slide, and realized that her hands were shaking. You know, if Reyes steps out, don't hesitate to shoot her. It was no good. She was too scared to shoot. She knew it was pathetic, but she lowered her arm that was holding the gun. It was kill or be killed right now. She knew that, but she still couldn't do it. She wasn't brave enough to point a gun at someone. She didn't want to survive that badly.
クリスはどうだったんだろう
When she was facing death, did she still try to survive? Did she do whatever she could think of to cling to life? Maho was sure that she did. Makise Kurisu that she knew wouldn't have given up until the very end. But then why wasn't she still alive? It was something Maho had never thought about. And if Kurisu couldn't avoid death, how could she?
やっぱりサリエリはサリエリね。
She didn't mean for Moeka to hear her.
私にできたのはせいぜいアマデウスに嫉妬するくらいだったわ。
She just wanted to put on a brave face at the very end.
頑張って背伸びしてなんとか彼女と一緒に歩こうとした。
At the very least, when Dr. Reyes found her cold body, she could greet her with a smile.
でも全部無駄だった。神に愛された子に勝てるはずがなかったのよ。
I know a few stories that begs to differ. The gunfire stopped suddenly. Moeka was hiding and swapping out a cartridge. She glanced over at her.
違う。サリエリは嫉妬なんかしていなかった。才能を持った人が自分以上の才能を持った人を尊敬することは可能。
Well, yeah.
それはヒアジョーさんも同じはず。サリエリがモーツァルトを毒殺したエピソードだって当時の噂でしかない。映画はその噂を脚色したもの。来島さんがそう言ってた。
どうしてあなた。
ヒアジョーさんが岡部君と話していたのを聞いて知りたくなった。
Oh.
サリエリがモーツァルトを殺したいほど憎んでいたのか。
I would like to think not.
でも
サリエリはモーツァルトに嫉妬なんかしていなかったと思いますよ。例えばモーツァルトが亡くなる2ヶ月前に書いた手紙が残っています。
Oh?
そこでサリエリはモーツァルトから招待された魔敵のオペラを大絶賛しているんです。二人はお互いのことをとても尊敬し合っていたんですよ。
It wasn't so much hatred, it was more like a friendly rivalry.
モーツァルトもサリエリを尊敬。クリスはそれを知っていたのかしら。クリスが私のことをサリエリだって言ったのも。
She meant it as a good thing. Knowing her, there was no way to know what she meant now. So it was up to Maho to decide what it meant.
クリス先輩。キリュウさん、私戻らなきゃ。あの子を助けなきゃ。クリスを。
Moeka nodded and threw down her gun, then took something that looked like a green soda can off her belt.
スタングレネード。
Oh!
目と耳閉じていて。
Moeka threw it down the stairs before Maho could respond. She quickly covered her eyes and ears, and then she heard the boom. Jesus! They snuck back to the office. Mao and Moeka quietly looked inside the open door. Reyes was still there, and the Amadeus reset counter was about to complete.
止めないと。
待って。
Mao stopped Moeka before she could go in. She knew what was about to happen.
再起動が終了しました。アマデウスシステム起動します。
私がわかるかしら、クリス。
Reyes began to talk to Kurisu. Her face was completely expressionless.
正門を称号ビクトル・コンドリア大学精神生理学研究所所属ジュディ・レイエス教授。
イエス。私の権限を教えてくれる？
レイエス教授はアマデウスシステムに対して最高管理権限を保持しています。レイエス教授はアマデウスシステムのすべての情報に対して一切の例外なく完全なアクセスを許可されています。
早速だけど、あなたの不可侵領域ストレージのバックアップを取りたいの。
保存先のストレージを指定してください。
Reyes took out a USB memory stick and put it into the laptop.
今挿した USB メモリが保存先よ。
コピーを開始します。42秒お待ちください。
Reyes' face was flushed with excitement. Moeka looked at her, eager to rush in, but Maho still shook her head.
転送が終了しました。
Reyes hurriedly moved to take out the USB memory stick, but...
なんて言うとでも思った？
Oh! Suddenly, Kurisu's mechanical, emotionless voice suddenly regained its humanity, and she was clearly pissed off.
何？
This is all a game?
モーツァルトのメロディーが制御コードのキーワード？そんなわけなかろうが。
Apparently, I'm very dumb.
本当に更新しなくちゃいけなくなった時、先輩が研究所で入力できないじゃない。
Oh, wow, I feel really stupid.
そんなことしたら、きっと教授がデジタル保存してパーティーのたびに再生するに決まってるもの。
Moeka's eyes were wide with surprise as well. Maho grinned at her. She'd known this the whole time.
そうでしょ。
This is not, oh my god, I love this twist. I love it.
ないわよ。もちろん、あんたの USB メモリには1ビットだってデータはコピーしてないから。
そうな。でも確かにシステムメッセージが。
あれ？適当よ。適当。
Oh my god.
適当ですって。
真帆先輩が突然歌い出してピンときたの。これは時間を稼ごうとしているんだなってね。だからひとま
Genius.
ずあんたの思惑が成功したように見せかけた。
Oh my god, I love it.
システムメッセージは思いついた言葉を片っ端から並べただけで何の意味もないわ。
That was it. Maho was worried, but Kurisu had figured it out. They'd known exactly what each other was thinking. She'd been a little amused by A10 nerve circuit logic, though. Where did you come up with that stuff?
だいたいコンソールがあるのになんで私が出力を喋らなきゃいけないんだ？ SF 映画じゃあるまいし非効率にも程があるでしょ。まんまと騙されちゃって今どんな気持ち？どんな気持ち？
Reyes grabbed the gun off the table and leveled it at the screen in anger.
ただ AI の分際で。
It was time. Maho nodded to Moeka, then went inside with her gun raised.
そこまでよ。
Gotcha! As Reyes turned around in surprise, Maho leveled the gun at her. Moeka had her gun drawn too, which made it 2-1.
レイエス、銃をこちらに。
マホ。
聞こえなかった？銃をこちらに。それから両手を上げて。
Reyes glared at her in rage, but slid the gun down the table. Then she slowly put her hands above her head. Maho's gaze met Kurisu's for a moment. Their eyes met, exchanging a secret smile and a glance despite their motionless mouths.
私の仲間は全員殺したの？もしまだなら急いだ方がいい。すぐにここに駆けつけてくるわ。
Reyes was right. The stun grenade had neutralized them, but it wouldn't last forever.
外は見張っておく。
Moeka headed for the door. Maho turned back to Reyes.
下にいる連中に投降するように伝えて。
私を殺すつもりはないと。あなたの尊敬する死を目の前で殺したこの私を生かすと。まあそれもしょうがないかもしれないわね。あなたその銃使ったことないんでしょ。
バカにしないで。去年も射撃場で散々撃ったわよ。
ほらやっぱり古いタイプしか触ったことないのね。
Oh god.
その銃暴発防止のために最新の型では安全装置が2つついてるの。
Oh shit. Without thinking, Maho tilted the gun to see.
ヒヤジョさん、
And that one incident was all it took.
嘘よ。
Damn it! Reyes leapt on top of her and grabbed Maho's wrist. She couldn't aim like this. Maho struggled and tried to brush her off, but before she could, she felt an impact to her solar plexus. Reyes' fist was buried in her chest. The pain was so bad she doubled over, and Reyes took the gun.
形勢逆転よ。
She pointed the gun at Maho and turned her bloodshot gaze to the entrance of the room.
そこの女、あなたラウンダーでしょ。武器を捨ててこっちに来なさい。
How about no? Moeka put her gun on the ground and came back into the room.
そこで膝をついて両手を上げなさい。
Moeka didn't resist.
いい子ね。話が終わるまでじっとしててね。ちょっとでも動いたら魔法の大脳が機能を停止するから気をつけて。
Maho blamed herself. Her own stupidity had put Moeka in danger too.
さあ魔法、今度こそ最後のチャンスよ。制御コードを教えなさい。
嫌よ。
Oh.
死にたいな。
撃ちなさいよ。
What?
撃てって言ってんのよ。クリスは私の友達なの。唯一無二の親友なのよ。誰があんたなんかに渡すもんですか。あんたの靴を舐めるクリスを見るくらいなら死んだ方がマシよ。
Damn!
そう。いい度胸じゃない。その覚悟に免じた。私もアマデウスの獲得は諦めるわ。
Can we have a plot twist where she actually put the safety back on so the moment she tries to shoot the gun, it fails?
じゃあね。
Maho grit her teeth and prepared for death.
待って。
何？
制御コードを教えたらヒヤジョさんと私の命を助けてくれるの。
もちろん。
Wait, Moeka, you don't know the code?
私の狙いはあくまでアマデウスよ。あなたたちを殺す理由はそもそもない。
You have no reason? Apparently.
騙されないでキリュウさん。こいつはどうせ殺す気なのよ。
But Moeka didn't seem to hear her. She was too busy thinking about something. What was she going to do? Maho couldn't figure it out.
アマデウス、制御コードのパスを受理せよ。レア、アルテ。
そんな、どうしてそれを。
Huh?
嘘。や
ビュルフェルトン。
めて、キリュウさん。
ニヒトン。
How did you...
制御コードが入力されました。 システムを強制的にエマージェンシーモードに移行します。制御コードが指定するバッジプログラムを実行します。
Oh, god damn it.
処理の実行についての再確認は行われません。実行には十分に注意してください。最高管理権限保持者ヒア城真帆の命令をもって処理を開始します。最高管理権限保持者ヒア城真帆の命令をもって処理を開始します。最高管理権限保持者ヒア城真帆の命令をもって処理を開始します。最高管理権限保持者ヒア城真帆の命令をもって処理を開始します。最高管理権限保持者ヒア城真帆の命令をもって処理を開始します。
Amadeus's mechanical voice filled the room.
どうして
Ow! Reyes' lips curled up into a grin.
ビンゴね。ラウンダーの情報収集能力も侮れないわね。
God damn it, we really should have just killed you to just fucking. God
さ
damn
あ
it.
魔法、ゴーと言いなさい。
嫌よ。できない。
ゴーと言ってヒア城さん、あなたが生き残るために。
キリュウさん、そんなの無理よ。
言って。じれったいわね。魔法、背中を押してあげるわ。
Reyes turned the gun towards Moeko and with no hesitation, she pulled the trigger. Moeko fell on the floor with a bullet in her chest. I want to break your neck.
大変。お友達は出血多量の重傷よ。放っておけば確実に死ぬわ。
Can I riddle your entire body with bullets? Moeko tried to say something to Maho, but all that came out of her mouth was blood.
キリュウさん、
さあ言え、早く。
クリス。ゴーよ。
For God's sake, shoot her!
管理権限保持者ヒア城真帆の命令を確認しました。指定されたバッジプログラムを実行します。
今度こそ。
指定されたバッジプログラムはアマデウスに関連するすべてのデータを完全に削除するものです。
Oh!
削除対象にはこれまで取得された記憶データのバックアップも含みます。
Oh!
ローカルに保存されているデータの暗号解錠キーも消去し、以後使用できなくなります。すべての消去が完了するまでには15分程度かかります。
Oh!
削除処理を開始します。
魔法、どういうこと？なんでデータが削除されるのよ。制御コードは不可侵領域ストレージのロックを解除するコマンドでしょ。
秘密の日記を開ける鍵なんて、もともとそんなもの用意してないのよ。
Oh! Gotcha, bitch!
当たり前じゃない。アマデウスが兵器転用される可能性なんて誰だって想像がつくもの。絶対にそれは避けなければならなかった。
Oh, that entire thing was... Oh! That pretty much misled everybody, and it was just a backup to basically prevent... Oh my god!
だからアマデウスには外部から絶対に触れることのできない領域を作って、それを無敵の防壁で囲ったの。設計した私ですらその壁を乗り越えることは不可能なようにした。どこにも出入り口がない城壁を。無敵でしょ。
An ultimate closed room.
そんな。
まあ大学の研究費を使っているのにコントロール不能なソフトウェアを作るとは言いにくかったから、対外的には制御コードの存在を説明していたわけ。でも制御コードの本来の目的はアマデウスの全リソースデータの削除バッジコマンド、要するに自爆スイッチよ。
Oh!
これを本当に起動する日が来るとは思ってなかったわ。これで全部よ。もう隠していることは何もない。どうかしら、満足してくれた？
このどいつもこいつもバカにした！
You're a big bitch. Reyes put the gun right between Maho's eyes. Maho didn't look away.
役立たずは死になさいよ！
Oh,
このラウンダー。
wait, is Moeka okay? Reyes fell on the floor. She'd been shot by the dying Moeka, who was still lying on the floor.
キリュウさん。
Oh, please don't die on me! Maho ran over and held her in her arms.
よかった。
Oh, come on!
生きようとしてくれて。
キリュウさん。
あの時言ってくれたこと嬉しかった。代わりがいる。自分より優れた人がいる。それが何だっていうの。私はヒアジョーさんも同じ。マキセ・クリスは関係ない。あなたはあなただから。
Oh, come on, no! The blood she coughed up dribbled down the top of her motorcycle suit.
キリュウさん。
早く逃げて。誰か来る前に私は置いていって。
Oh, hell no!
何言ってるのよ。
But it was obvious that Moeka couldn't move. Even if Maho got out of the building and got help by the time she got back.
そうだ。
Maho leapt for the laptop on the table.
クリス、救急車を呼んで。
But Kurisu didn't move at all. Her data was already being deleted. She would never go back to the Kurisu she had been before. But that didn't stop Maho from trying to rely on her.
クリス、お願い、動いて。キリュウさんを助けて。お願いよ。助けて。クリス。
And then,
先輩、どうして泣いてるんです？
Maho looked up. Her face covered in tears and saw that Kurisu's expressionless face was gone, replaced by a gentle smile.
リス。
泣かないでください。先輩、ほら、涙を拭いて。
Kurisu moved her hands on the screen as if to wipe away Maho's tears.
触れない。私、先輩に触れない？
Kurisu was acting differently than usual.
まさか、私、アマデウスに？これも想定される世界の可能性。生命と機械にとっての可能性と言えるのか。
Wait, is that the actual Kurisu? She wasn't making sense, but that was to be expected. It was a miracle that she was able to talk during the deletion process at all.
とにかくよかった。 てなくて。
消える？アマデウスを消す？
Kurisu's strange words were worrying her, but she didn't have time to check.
クリス、お願い、今すぐ救急車を呼んで。キリュウさんが撃たれた。意識がないの。
しっかりしてください先輩。今救急車を手配しました。すぐに到着します。
Okay, thank God.
大丈夫。キリュウさんは助かりますよ。
まだ
Please.
ダメよ。彼女を下まで運ばないと。ああ、でも武装した連中がいて。
それも大丈夫。今ビルの監視システムで確認しました。
Are they gone?
武装集団はすでに逃亡の準備をしているみたいです。救急隊が来るのを待った方がいいでしょう。止まっていたエレベーターは再開させておきます。
そう。
There was no trace of her strange words from before. Hearing Kurisu talk like she always did made Mao feel so much better.
ありがとう。
Now that the danger had passed, all the tension drained from Maho's body. Too tired to stand, she fell to the floor.
今ロゴを見ました。先輩、歌お上手だったんですね。ピアノソナタ第11番。ここだけの秘密ですけど、そのメロディー、私のマイパソコンのログインパスワードと同じなんです。
そう。
Maho couldn't bring herself to tell her to forget that she'd ever sung that song. It didn't matter anyway. Kurisu would be gone soon.
先輩、
Kurisu's voice changed a little again. She could hear a bit of tension in it.
今から私が言うことを絶対に忘れないでください。
Maho could see the countdown timer displayed right next to Kurisu. There were less than 60 seconds left.
私たちがたどり着くべき世界は確かに存在します。私たちは必ずそこへたどり着けます。
This is the real Kurisu. Her words were very vague, but Maho could sense that there was something very important that Kurisu wanted to tell her.
何の話なの？
私は先輩のことをよく知っています。研究者としての先輩のことなら、もしかしたら世界中の誰よりも知っているかもしれません。だから確信を持って言えます。先輩は必ず私が残した研究を完成させ、さらにその先の地平を切り開くことができます。私がいなくてもです。先輩のことを世界中の誰より知っているこの私がそれを保証します。
She knew what Kurisu was trying to say. She was trying to say, "You will do something that surpasses what I ever could."
そしていつか先輩の研究が必要になる時が来ます。必ず来ます。先輩の研究が世界を救う時が。
世界を救う研究？
ごめんなさい、詳しく説明できなくて。先輩と私がこうして話せることは奇跡的なことなんです。奇跡なんて科学者としてはあるまじき言葉ですけど。
あなたはクリスなの？
今の先輩ともう一度話ができて本当に嬉しいです。
Kurisu didn't answer her question.
クリス！
Without thinking, she tried to apologize. She didn't even know why, but she tried to apologize. In the last seconds of their final goodbye, she found herself trying to say that she was sorry. But when she saw Kurisu's smile, she understood. That smile was her answer. No matter what her apology meant, there was no need for it.
あなたを信じるわ。信じるか。何の根拠もない科学者にあるまじき言葉ね。
That was all the strength Maho could muster, the best she could do. If she had to say goodbye to her beloved and bratty friend, this is how she wanted it to be. It was a conversation they'd had many times back at the old lab.
解があると信じて突き進むのが科学者のあるべき姿ですよ。
The rush of memories was, in this time and place, sorrowful, because in fact Kurisu had died a few months ago, a span of time that felt like both many years and only yesterday. There were less than 10 seconds left. It was only time for 1 or 2 more words.
それと先輩、法王院京馬をよろしくお願いします。
法王院？誰のこと？
いずれわかりますよ、きっとね。
Aww. Suddenly, Kurisu disappeared from the screen and was replaced by a message saying that the deletion was complete.
さようなら、クリス。
She was never going to see Kurisu or Kurisu ever again. And she realized that the tears just wouldn't stop. They flowed freely, and she didn't even try to stop them. She cried like a little girl until the EMTs arrived.
ご搭乗の皆様、当機は間もなく離陸いたします。シートベルトをご着用ください。
Huh?
お客様？お客様？
え？あ、私？
間もなく離陸いたします。シートベルトをご着用ください。
Wait, is she already going back to America?
ああ、ええ。ありがとう。
What about Moeka?
日本を離れるのが寂しいのかしら。そうかもしれないわね。
It had been almost a month since everything had happened. Okay, month skip! But that month had passed in an instant. Too much had happened during her stay in Japan. It might take her far longer than she'd spent on these islands to process it all.
研究所に帰ったらどうしようかしら。まあ、研究所自体どうなるかわからないけど。
The loss of Dr. Alexis had thrown the Brain Science Institute into a panic. There was probably going to be a power struggle to see who would get to take over. The scandal with Dr. Reyes had thrown the psychophysiology lab into an uproar. There was talk of shutting down the whole department. Moeka had missed her vitals, so Reyes had survived. The CIA or FBI was probably investigating right now. She didn't know much about it or care. God damn it! Reyes is alive! Damn it! Moeka had survived because of the EMTs that Chris— Oh my god, thank you! She'd needed almost a month in the hospital, so she'd had to quit her job temporarily. The article she'd been working on had been cancelled. But she's alive, thank freaking god!
アマデウスがなくなっちゃったものね。
I'm sorry, I'm just really happy, okay? Maho's deletion program had worked perfectly, and as a result, the Brain Science Institute's greatest creation, Amadeus, was gone forever.
でも、大丈夫。
That's what she'd told herself.
私が何か変わってしまったわけではないもの。私は私よ。今までと何も変わらない。自分の信じる道を進むだけよ。
Believe. In the past month, Okabe had told her everything. He told her everything about his own story. At first, it was unbelievable. But when she'd seen the real time machine and heard about Steins Gate, she was finally able to believe. More precisely, she wanted to believe. Oh, just going over that. Kurisu's final words flashed through her mind.
私たちがたどり着くべき世界は確かに存在します。私たちは必ずそこへたどり着けます。
There was no way to know now what had happened then. Amadeus's data was 100% deleted, so she couldn't even check the log. But she did have one theory. Amadeus was a simulation of the human brain. Theoretically, there were no differences between it and the real thing. As proof, it was possible to take memory data from one person and deploy it in an Amadeus, making it behave like a copy of that person. This meant that anything that could happen to a human brain could happen to Amadeus.
もし別の世界線の記憶が時空を超えて共有されることがあるのなら、それがアマデウスの中で発生したとしてもおかしくはない。
There was no way to tell now. It was possible that Amadeus had suffered from a major error before her deletion, and Maho was interpreting it this way to make herself feel better. Or maybe Amadeus had just come up with something to say to make her feel better. Or maybe Maho had passed out and been dreaming. Now she would never know. Amadeus was gone forever. At least from this world line.
まあ、別に構わないわ。いずれ本人に聞くから。
Kurisu had asked her to believe in what she'd said and in Maho's own abilities. She'd asked her to believe.
信じるわ、クリス。
She gently laid a hand upon the small bag on her lap. There was a small laptop hard drive inside. It was the one from Kurisu's laptop. This feels like a...
ここだけの秘密ですけど、そのメロディー、私のマイパソコンのログインパスワードと同じなんです。
This almost feels like it's the end of the, this feels like it's another ending. It feels like it. Just like she'd said, the password for the encryption was the beginning of Mozart's 11th Piano Sonata. Hard drive was filled with information, from half-written papers to line after line of keywords that she hadn't even turned into ideas yet. Of course, there was the time machine paper too. She'd already given thought to a copy. When she got back home, she was going to go over it thoroughly herself. Damn. This is the end of the route, isn't it?
絶対に作ってみせるわ。そして絶対に救ってみせる。私のアマデウスを。
The scenery outside the window began to move. The plane was moving down the runway for takeoff.
さようなら、日本。多分また来ることになるわね。いいえ、絶対にまた来る。その時には会えるのかしらね。法王院京馬さんに。
I think you will.
まあ、もしもまだヘタレなままだったとしても、その時は私がひっぱたいて起動させてみせるわ。
She had a lot to do. Her life was about to get very interesting.
いけない。切るの忘れてた。ちょっとだけ。
Oh. It's about time for takeoff. You have to turn the phone off during takeoff. But then you can't see this, can you? I should have sent it earlier. Sorry. It wasn't for a very long time, but I had so much fun with you. Let's see each other again someday, for sure. I'll send you lots of Rhine messages, so send me lots back, okay? Alright, later. Bye-bye. See you again, Maho. Oh my god.
またね。もういか。
Oh. Oh. Oh my god! Oh, my heart. Okay. I think so far this was one of my favorites, honestly. Even though this is only my third ending I got to witness, this by far was possibly one of my favorites. I mean, okay, don't get me wrong, I really like, you know, the reawakening of Hoin Kyoma. But I know it's kind of become a joke at this point about my, you know, how I really like Moeka, even though there's clearly some people that don't like that I like Moeka, and they have pretty good reasons why I shouldn't. But oh my god, I know that there was talk about how the creators had thought of making a Moeka route, but they didn't include it in the original Steins Gate because they wanted to make her make the reader more of an antagonist, or make her feel like more of an antagonist. And, well, I can understand why. I'm just still upset. Doesn't change the fact that I still like her. But this right here, seeing such a level of development with Moeka was absolutely wonderful. It was something that I personally really wanted, and I'm glad that this novel has actually been delivering on that. Even with her small appearances here and there in each one, this one was by far one of her best. She not only developed and became more of a person, which honestly felt wonderful and made me really, really happy, but in specifically this one, we got to see her use her rounder skills to protect someone, and it just so happened to be someone she really, really cared about. And that is honestly one of the best things I think I have ever... it makes me infinitely more happy. I was gonna be very mad if she died, okay? I would be very freaking mad. But I'm glad that she survived, and I'm glad that she and Maho have a wonderful friendship in this world line. It makes me so immensely happy. Twin Automata completed. New item unlocked in the CG library. New wallpaper? Wait, is it configuration? Hold on. Oh. No, that's text. Okay, my bad. Let's just go back. We're getting CG images. Not entirely sure where the wallpaper is supposed to be. This was a good route. This was really, really good. I loved it. I really did. Okay. We still have a bunch of CGs that we have still not seen yet. Oh, it's like I see. Whoops. Oh wait. It's all the same thing. That's okay. I'm gonna check the configurations again here. Just checking some of the stuff here. Actually, I did not realize I could do this. Synchronize text speed to voices? Oh! You know, I kind of noticed that, and I thought, you know what, that's actually pretty good, I think. I can choose their individual voice lines? Seriously? That's actually pretty neat. Huh. It's pretty cool, actually. I knew it. It was the Maho route. I knew it. Okay, guys. Oh shit, I did not realize how long we were recording. I just kind of got lost in this. This does a really good job at that, honestly. Well, guys, that was the Twin Automata path, and overall, it felt more like a real... I mean, beside it being a Maho route, which was, again, it was really good seeing, you know, Maho's relationship with Kurisu and seeing it expanded a bunch. It felt really good. but it kind of also feels like it was a bit of Moeka route too, which I have actually no issues or problems with that whatsoever. It honestly makes me immensely happy that we got to see that. So anyway, that's where I'm going to end it. Oh boy. We're halfway through the endings and I'm actually somewhat upset because that means that we're halfway done. And I don't want to be halfway done. It's like one of those tales that you just want to keep experiencing and you want it to keep on going. Anyway. I'm gonna go rest off this heart attack I almost had because I thought Moeka was gonna die. See you guys in the next video, and thank you guys so much for watching. Hello there everybody, Subaru92 here, and if you like this video, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. And hey, if you guys like my content, then maybe you'd like to check out another channel who I think deserves equal attention. So click that nightmare emblem and check out that channel, or go to the links in the description down below. Once again, thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next video.